Hello, Commanders, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous Journey Across the Galaxy. We are continuing our adventures towards Beagle Point, having already crossed through the center of the galaxy, and we are currently making our way up to the top left portion. We started way back over here at the bubble, and we are continuing on to Beagle Point. Let's go ahead, hop out of the galaxy map, get ourselves moving on to our next waypoint. Oops, wrong button. For those of you who are just joining us, the purpose of this journey is primarily... Oh. There we go. The purpose of this journey is primarily to get ourselves leveled up in the exobiology category up to Elite, as well as make enough money to hopefully get to the point where we can afford a fleet carrier and take up permanent residence out in the black. I don't have a particular topic of discussion for today. We're just going to meander, and hopefully something will pop into my head as I randomly mumble about trying to get things done. I do want to say a thank you to subscriber Macrosh Lita. He has been providing some very specific information on how to hopefully get better at... oh, I need to switch back to my other Discovery scanner. Sorry. Oh, I guess we weren't able to fuel scoop in the last one. Pull up, pull up, pull up. I need to get some fuel. He provided some information to help with... Oh, there's 11 bodies in the system. Let's have to do a full scan. Let me finish my intro, and then I'll try to say that. We generally tend to try to do a discovery scanner when we pop in to see how many bodies are going to be in the system. Then we will do a full spectrum systems. We'll pop into the full spectrum system scanner looking for Earth-like worlds, ammonia worlds, and water worlds. This system has none of that, so we're just going to go ahead and do a full-on scan of each of the bodies. We typically reserve this process that we're doing now for if there are 15-ish bodies or less. Because there are 11 in this system, we're going to go ahead and do a scan. We're looking in the top right corner. We're looking for features. We want to see biological, and we want to see at least 2 of those before we're going to invest the time that it takes to fly over to a planet, drop some probes on it, and then go down to the surface and find out what's there. Because that process takes a little bit of time, and if it only has one biological source, they're almost always going to be some kind of bacteria, which, you know, while some of them can be a decent amount of credits, most of them are not. I'm gonna change our angle to hopefully get around this. Nope. I'm gonna change our angle to perpendicular to the plane of the system, so we can hopefully get around the star and find out what that last planet was. There it is. All right, no biology in this one, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the next system. So that's the sequence of events that we typically do. I have been receiving some advice, most specifically from the user that I mentioned just a minute ago, trying to help me utilize my interface. So despite my many years of playing Elite Dangerous, there's still certain systems I never really messed around with. The analysis mode is just not something I've spent a lot of time messing with. And you don't know what you don't know until you find out that you don't know. So... Apparently, the analysis mode with the composition scanner will allow you to get pings of surface, things that are on the surface. I haven't been able to figure out how that actually works yet, but if we find a... Well, there's no point trying to fuel scoop this because it's not a fuel scoopable body. But if we find a planet with some biology on it, we'll hop down there, stay in analysis mode, pop out the composition scanner, and see if I can figure out how to make that... Oh, there we go. We want at least 2, though. But the fact that we immediately found one is a pretty decent sign that we may be stopping here to find some biology. Because we want to find at least 2. Okay, and there's another one that just has 1. The fact that these biologies are all out on ice planets means that it's probably just going to be a bunch of singles because they're all out on the ice planets, and you're only going to really find bacteria and fonticula, usually with that. Biological 1, geological 2. That's a very active planet. But I'm getting the feeling that we're only going to have single biology planets on this one. Yeah. Alright, so we're just going to keep moving on. We're too early in the episode to be investing a bunch of time. Oops, wrong one. We're too early in the episode to be investing a bunch of time going after single biology planets. I typically, towards the end of an episode, will settle for landing on a single biology planet because I like to land on planets to close out my episodes anyway. So if we're going to be landing, we might as well land and find some biology while we do it. But this early in an episode, I prefer to hold out and wait for hopefully a 2 biology or more planet. A little bit freaked out there because I didn't see a recording in my folder there, but it's there. I was just in the wrong folder. All right, so yeah, I don't really have too much to talk about other than I'm feeling a little bit better today. As I was complaining yesterday, I did a bunch of physical labor that I'm not used to. It wasn't really hard physical labor. It's just physical labor I'm not used to. And I was a little bit tired yesterday during my recording because I had just gotten off of a 5-hour shift out in the sun, which, you know, I'm just not used to. Let's see, where is this? Should be a bunch of, yeah, that's it. There should be a bunch of bodies around. Most of these gas giants, like, will have a lot of moons around them. Or at least a lot of them will. Let's see, still looking for biological signatures in the top left. And let's find this other gas giant here. And there should be a bunch of moons around it as well. Oh, here we go. Definitely gonna go there. Oh, okay, here we go. All of these have a bunch of biology around it. All right, well, we're gonna. Wow, this whole thing has a. I guess we're not gonna get very far in this episode because we have several planets to scan. So let's go ahead and head off in that direction, and we're gonna test out our. I'm gonna test out the composition scanner and see if we can figure out how to make that work. I'll be back once we're closer to the planet. Alright, we're approaching the planet, getting ready to put our probes down so we can find out what kind of biological sources are here. This one only needs 2 probes, so we'll put one at the top and one at the bottom. That should be more than enough. Wait for the probes to hit so we can filter out and get some heat maps going. And then we'll decide where we're going to land on the planet to try to find all of this stuff. With any luck, we'll have some really decent stratum and make a lot of money. Alright, we got bacterium, frutexa, and tussock. Well, the bacterium and the tussock are going to be mostly all over the place. We'll go towards where the frutexa is, but generally those are going to be up in like mountainous areas where it's very difficult to land. So I'm not going to hold my breath on it. Definitely want to stay towards the middle of the map here so we can stay in the light as well. And actually, I'm going to switch over to our composition scanner. I guess we can't use that till we're down on the bottom. So we'll kind of go down. We'll kind of go like bordering this heat map up here. So kind of over in this area. We'll hit along the edge of it here and then continue along, and hopefully we'll find the tussock and the bacteria, and then if we get lucky and find some frutexa on the borders of all of this stuff down in more of the flat areas, then that would be nice. 2.5 kilometers a second triggers our glide into the planet. And we just need to follow it down. I just need to remember once we get down to change my fire group over to the composition scanner, which I don't really know how to use. Never really done too much with that. Oh, there's actually a good chance we're going to be able to find some. This is relatively flat, and over here is where the heat map was for that. So let's go see if we can find some frutexa. That's going to be a decent... It's not going to be like crazy amounts of money, but it'll be decent. Okay, so I see these. I don't really care about the Titan along. So, okay, so it will ping if we happen to come across it, but our cursor has to basically cross over it, so that's kind of annoying. It'd be nice if it had a wider field of scanning.
Landing gear deployed.
But that's okay. We'll hop out, grab whatever this is. I didn't see it actually tell me what it was. Apparently the composition scanner is supposed to tell you something. Oh, this is actually, I think this is actually the Frutexa. I think we got first footfall, which will give us a bonus. That's good. Oh, nope, it's the tussock. Okay. Which is fine. We wanted to get the tussock anyway. So let's hop up. We need 2 more samples of that. We'll see if we can catch the bacteria as we're going. Oh, yeah, there's bacteria. The bacteria is gray compared to the surface of everything else. I can't talk right now. The surface of the planet is a tan color, and the bacteria is a gray color. Does the composition scanner not work when the landing gear is down? Where is my composition scanner? Okay, so the composition scanner isn't that helpful. It's great if I happen to pass over something right in front of me, but realistically, I'm gonna see things a lot easier. If it's passing right in front of me, I'm gonna see it anyways. It's not gonna highlight for me, so I don't know how useful that is. Yeah, there's some tussock right there. Find a flat spot to land on. Oh, helps put the landing gear down. Okay. I don't know if my head's just not in the game or what's going on, but yeah. So let's grab this guy here. I don't foresee us going after the Frutexa because it doesn't look significantly different from the tussock, and we'll end up landing a bunch of times for no reason. Let's grab our last sample of this because we got 3 more planets to hit after this one. We'll do this planet and 1 more, I think, and then we'll save the other 2 for the next episode. Because it takes a lot of time to get off the planet and scan and do all this stuff. I'm gonna put a cut in so that you guys don't have to watch the travel part to the next one. But let's see. Let's go over here. Come on. Give me the landing spot, please. There we go. All right, we'll grab this guy and then we'll fly around for a second to see if we can find a couple of patches of the bacteria. But I'm not gonna spend a bunch of time on bacteria. Tussock is behind us right now. And that's 3. So we should get out of here, get 1 more, and then we'll hop over to another planet. I would imagine that all of the biology in this system is probably going to be the same kind of stuff. It's probably going to be all the same species because it's all right around this gas giant, which means that, you know, they seem to follow the PANSPERMIA version of biology in this game. Okay, so we just need to see if we can find some bacteria. Fortunately, the bacteria on this planet is a starkly different color from the surface of the actual, the dirt that is around it, so should be relatively easy to spot. Right, like that. Or we could do it that way. Wasn't really trying to do that. This is why I have shields. I like to fly a little bit aggressively, and if I didn't have shields, we'd be dead by now, because I don't like to go slow. I'm a very impatient person. I like things to happen as quickly as possible. I realize that things take time, and that's fine, but if I can find ways to speed up the process as much as I can, I try to find them. I don't... Bacterium aureus. That's cool. Okay, so we'll continue on in this direction and hopefully find something here pretty quickly. Come on. Now, we're just looking for more patches of gray stuff. Only go a little higher. Increase our field of view. There we go. Where'd it go? Come on, give me a landing spot. There we go. Disembark. I would really love to see a disembarking option that would allow you to hover. Giving me the sample, one more, and then we're gonna leave because I don't know where the Frutexa is gonna be, and I really don't want to spend a bunch of time looking for it. Our time would be better served just hopping off this planet and going to one of the other ones where we can find stuff that's easier to find. Got to get a little bit of distance, and then as soon as we see another bacterial sample, find it. I'm sure there's a maneuver I can do that will slow me down faster than just waiting on the reversing thrusters. I just got to figure out what it is. I have a feeling it involves flipping over or something like that, but flipping around takes a while. So I don't know. Because if we can use the engine, if we can just flip around and use the engines to slow down, that's obviously going to be better. Oh wait. I would imagine that it's probably going to involve turning flight assist off and just flipping around. But I don't know. Let's see. So what we need to do now is we need to pick the next planet or the next moon in this area. All 4 of these have 3 biology on it, so we're doing all 4 of those. So we're going to do 3 and 4, and then we'll do 2 and 1 maybe. But we need to get off this planet now. Landing gear off. Thing to hit again. Wait for the mass lock to go away, and we'll get off this planet and head over to the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and cut until we're ready to scan the next one, because you guys don't want to watch the boring part of us flying over there. I'll be back in just a second. Alright, we're at the next planet. Let's go ahead and get this one, or sorry, it's a moon. These are moons, they're not planets. Go ahead and get our probes down. I would imagine it's going to be Bacterium, Tussock, and Frutexa again, because generally when you have a bunch of these all around the same planet, they all have the same species. Because like I said, I think they're going for the PANSPERMIA version of biology in this game.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Bacterium, Frutexa, and Tussock. Boy, go figure that. But I'm going to leave it on this one because I don't really care. Well, the Tussock and the Bacterium are all over the place, and I want to make sure we get on the light side, and I don't want to have to turn off my combat mode. I don't want to have to turn off I don't want to have to turn off my cockpit mode. So we're going to do this. We're going to hop out of this. We're going to go forward. We're going to turn off our Super Cruise Assist. I have to say all of this so my brain will actually function and do it. And then we're going to hit the light side because I don't like doing this stuff in the dark. It's very difficult to find things, and it's very difficult. I don't say it's very difficult. It's more difficult to do this stuff in the dark than it is to do it on the light side, so I want to do it this way. So we'll approach like this. Actually,
Orbital flight engaged.
I don't want to go to this crater over here. You can slowly inch your way down if you just kind of hug the line here and just keep doing like this. You can kind of sort of get it a little bit closer. So we'll glide down like this, because I want to hop into this crater and see if maybe we can find some Vertexa in there, because the fact that it's showing it inside of a crater here means that there might be a chance we could find some flat spots in here to land and go get some Vertexa. That would be nice. So we're waiting to get down to the 2.5 kilometers per second to hit our glide, just like we did last time. There we go. Just gotta be very careful to not go too far into the red, because that's gonna cancel our glide, and that would suck. Especially, you know, dozens of kilometers away from the surface. Okay, get ourselves ready for surface operations here. Get our landing gear down. I'm gonna turn the night vision on to make it easier to see the Vertexa should we come across it. And the problem we're going to have here is that this crater is very uneven in the terrain here. But with any luck, we're going to come across the things that we need here. So this looks, yep, all right. That might actually be the Vertexa. Now the problem is that we don't have anywhere. Yeah, the problem with the Vertexa and some of these other things is that they're always on surfaces like this where you can't, where it's too much of an angle to land. Yeah, we're gonna have to go down into the crater. See if we can find some flatter spots. So some of this is flat-ish. Oh, hold on, here we go. We're gonna land right here. I saw some stuff nearby, and we'll just run around for a second and see what we can find. This may end up being a little bit longer of an episode than typical, because I would really like to get the Vertexa if we can. But this might be more tussock, I don't know. It doesn't look like the tussock. It looks more bushy. Yes, okay, Vertexifera. Emerald, very nice. All right, so we're gonna try to grab 2 more of these. And then we'll hop out of this crater and try to find some, the tussock and the bacteria. And that'll be it for this episode, because we don't have enough time to go to another planet. So we just need to go far enough to get genetic diversity, so we'll go over here to these. Got some landing over here. Go, hop out of here. Should be pretty quick. It's nice when you're able to find this stuff in relatively flat areas. A lot of times, the Vertexa is just way up in craggy areas where you can only get there with either on foot or with an SRV or something like that. So it's nice when we can hop in here and find nice big open spaces to do this stuff. And then if we don't have to go too far into this crater, we can just flip a 180, hop out of the crater, and go find the other 2 species that we need, because the bacteria definitely is going to be in more flat areas. Probably not down here. Let's get our, oops, night vision. We'll go after this set over here because it's easier to stop. We'll grab this. We'll flip around. Hopefully, get out of the crater very quickly and be able to find the remaining species that we need. And then we know what we're doing next episode. 2 more planets, much more money. Inching ever closer to our fleet carrier. All right, cool. Get back on our ship. Flip around, because we don't want to go all the way to the other side. That'd take forever. And I don't believe that we're going to find any bacteria, especially bacteria. You almost never find them in the craters, Might find some tussock, but I wouldn't hold my breath on that either.
You're attracted.
Oh, wait, other way. Wait, what am I doing? So we're just gonna book it to the... this here. Oh, I know some of you probably just peed yourself a little bit, but that's alright. You're in good hands. Oh, nope, there's bacteria.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, we're gonna land here. Bacteria right here. I've had my crash for this trip. I'm being as reckless as it looks like I'm being right now. I'm actually being very paying very close attention to where I'm going and my attitude and my angles and everything like that as we're flying. So we're not gonna have any accidental things. We have too much money in our logs here for me to be doing stupid stuff. So I know it doesn't look like it, but I'm being very, very careful. Just trying to be very efficient with our time, that's all. Now I say that, and of course now I'm going to do something stupid. But in general, I'm being very careful. I made sure that my pipper was pointed above the horizon of the crater before I pressed the second boost there. Okay, so there's another bacteria to our right. Unfortunately, it's too close. We would not have been able to get that one. Come on, give me another one. It's the right kind of terrain, a nice big flat area. Here we go. Shields for a reason. I say that every time I land and do some damage, because I know some people are like, what are you doing? I have shields so that I can do that. Shields take away from your jump range, so that's a trade-off that you make, but it's nice having that extra layer of just in case. Shields might make the difference between dying when you crash versus being at like 2 armor left or something like that. Massive, massive safety net. I didn't even see what that message said. But that's okay. We're not particularly interested in it because it's some kind of... Alright, there's the tussock that we've been looking for, but we can't do that until we get our last bacteria, so unfortunately, we just gotta keep going. Come on. Let's try going off to the left here.
Incoming message.
I don't care about the Titan issue. Leave me alone. They're so desperate for you to pay attention to their in-game story thing. It's like, I don't care. Leave me alone. I'm nowhere near any of that. Alright, this is our last bacteria that we need. Now we can start grabbing some grass and doing things with the grass that, you know, adults will know what I'm talking about. Oh, how convenient that it's right here next to it. So we'll finish this one, and then we'll go ahead and grab this grass, and then find 2 more, and then we'll be done. What are those? Huh. Oh, those were our last 2 signatures? Oh, I didn't notice that it put a little thing up there on your ticker thing. What's that called? The heading tape. I didn't realize it put a little marker on there. Cool. Oh, we just need 2 more of those, and we're all set. Oh, come on. There we go. Sometimes the interface doesn't interact, or it doesn't activate as quick as I expect it to, and then I press the button and end up jumping because you use a space bar to do that. Come on, just need some more grass. We need enough for our purposes. You can take that any way you want. Wow, it's not getting very lucky right now. Come on. I don't know where it went. I hate that you have to be like right on the ground to spot it. There we go. Yeah, I need to come up with a maneuver that's going to slow me down as quickly as possible and then point me at the target. I'm generally able to figure something out. It just requires me to practice something, keep trying different things until I find a maneuver set that's going to get me pointed in the direction. Because I need something that'll flip me around and point me directly where I was looking. Preferably in a way that doesn't increase my altitude too much. But for now, we're just going to keep going because we don't have time to play with this. Come on. I know probably turning flight assist off would allow me to flip over, but that's not going to... It doesn't really make that big of a difference because my turning speed, I don't think, increases when I turn flight assist off. Oh, come on. Oh, now we're getting into some rough terrain here. And a crater. Come on. It's always at the end where they decide to withhold it from you for a little while. Oh, there we go. Where was it? It was somewhere near here. Let's hop out and find it. Now watch, I got out really far away. Because you can cover some ground pretty quickly. There we go. Alright, well, hopefully you guys have been having lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button if you have, so that the YouTube algorithm will know and send the video out to as many people as possible. If you're not subscribed, please consider doing so now, so that when the next video comes out, it will show up in your video feed, and you will be able to watch it as soon as it becomes available. Channel members do get early access to all of my content, so be sure to click that join button, check out the list of options that are available there, and decide if any of those are right for you. If you're not interested in a continuing commitment, there is the thanks button that will allow you to do a one-time contribution. Direct contributions such as those are greatly appreciated and a critical component to helping to turn this into a full-time gig. So again, thank you very much for your time. Hope you guys have been having lots of fun, and I'll see you for the next one.